Greetings, YouTube. Happy Monday. We have some news in the contest to discuss, and we have Tier 4 basic Catalyst bundles to look at, which is interesting because we missed the Level Up event. And so this is something that has annoyed me from time to time because we'll go hero use, like arena, back to hero use. And that's why I was forced before Alliance Quest Day 1 yesterday to rank up Omega Red without getting the benefits of the level up rewards, and I know I'm not alone. But today, we have this thing, the Advanced and the Lesser Catalyst bundles, and make no mistake about it, these are targeted at what I like to call middle-class players, people who are not in map 6 or 7 or maybe even map 5 regularly in Alliance Quest, people who don't have time to really grind the arena, the casual player, somebody who has a couple of rank 4 5 stars maybe, but mostly rank 3 5 stars and rank 5 and rank 4 4 stars. Those people I hear from all the time who say, Prof, please don't forget about us. Don't just talk about the people who are trying to take their 6 stars to rank 2 or their 5 stars to rank 5, because there are so many people in my alliance and elsewhere I know that are just struggling to get tier 4 class Catalyst crystals, or struggling to get tier 4 basic, or even struggling to get tier 1 alpha, right? So I get that. And I want to show you appreciation in this kind of video by not overlooking the importance of these items on your account. Now, from time to time, offers also become advantageous to the quote-unquote in-game player, not because of even the advertised items in the banner, but because of boosts that seem to be thrown in. And I feel like today is no different. When you scroll to the right, you'll see we have the Lesser Catalyst bundle and the Advanced Catalyst bundle. Now, the Lesser Catalyst bundle for $30 gives you 2 Tier 4 class Catalyst crystal. And in fairness, there was a time when I started playing this game that we could not get a Tier 4 class Catalyst for $50. And some people might be like, oh, Prof, he's exaggerating. No, I promise you. Back in the day, there were no crystal shards. There was just a fully formed 4-star crystal or nothing. 3-star crystals were valuable. And Tier 4 class Catalyst crystals were also crazy, rare, and valuable. Only the hardest content in the game gave you them, and that's why Labyrinth of Legends rewards was so mind-blowing when you could get multiple of each class when you beat it. That's why so many people used to do Labyrinth of Legends. It was more for the Tier 4 class Catalysts than it was for anything else. Even the 5-star generic Awakening gem, because most 5 stars outside of like Star-Lord were trash. So because of that, and I should say Magic as well, Star-Lord and Magic were the 2 clear MVPs back in the day. And so for years, that's how it was. So for $30, 5 Tier 1 Alphas is exactly how many you need to take a 5-star up a rank. I appreciate that. 2 Tier 4 class Catalyst crystals. Of course, I always say with this kind of bundle, it helps if they give you the rare opportunity to pick your class. Because if you only have 1 or 2 classes that you're going to target, you're probably not going to get those classes when you open those. The RNG is often rigged to give you the classes that you already have, because they want to remain balanced, quote unquote, in the game, and they know chances are your resources are low because you need those resources to rank up. Also, if you don't get the resources, you're more likely to spend to continue to try to get them. It's like a slot machine. The slot machine's not going to pay you a jackpot every time you play it. In fact, most of the time it's going to take more money than you give it, but it wants to give you that hope that eventually you'll get it all back with the big win. Kind of similar in terms of RNG, and that's why I usually only endorse high grades to deals that don't have a gamble chance but have a guaranteed value, which is my favorite phrase to do grading review offers. You get an attack boost that's 15%, okay, and 100,000 gold is actually, not terrible. I think this would be probably a B- if it was $20, okay? So $30 isn't the worst price for it, but I'm just going to have to give this a C. And some people might be ripping me, saying, Prof, you're being too generous. This is like the poo-poo platter. But I'm not talking about this in the context of people in my position, because in that place, you're probably right. But for people who don't do Map 5 and Map 6 and Map 7 in Alliance Quest regularly, who are trying to become uncollected, for example, and who don't have any other way besides maybe the monthly login calendar to get a fully formed Tier 4 class Catalyst crystal. Their glory rewards aren't going to pay off like that, and they just don't have very good map crystals in Alliance Quest, and maybe their Alliance War tier is also not very high. That's a lot of people. It's just easy to forget that that is a lot of people. So this video is trying to remind you of that. So, it's a C grade. It's average. It's not terrible for those people, and it's not great. It's just, average. Retail price, if you will. All right, the $50 bundle, which again is $50, half of a Tier 2 Alpha. YouTube, I am on a quest to try to get Tier 2 Alpha in people's brains to be at minimum 3 for $100 or $33 a piece, which is still a crazy amount of money, but at least you're almost ready to take a rank 3 5-star to rank 4 because you need 4 tier 2 catalysts. Now, in a perfect world, they would be $25 a piece, and an Odin will get you enough of those to take your 5-star champion automatically to rank 4, but we just haven't seen that consistently. So for this, the average retail price of a tier 2 alpha is $50 for a fully formed. This gives you half of one for the same price. That is crazy underwhelming. Also, for this price, you should be able to choose your tier 4 class catalyst crystals. That is a hard phrase to say after you've done a couple minutes of talking. Now, for $50 at this stage of the game, what would make this a much better deal? What would make this a B+ deal? Well, if it was the same price, it gave you a fully formed tier 2 alpha catalyst, and instead of giving you 5 random tier 4 class catalyst 1 out of 6 class-based RNG crystals, it gave you 3 class catalysts of your choice, which is the magic number to take most 4 stars, well, all 4 stars to rank 5, and then 5 stars to rank 3. Then I would endorse it for a B+ because you're guaranteeing rank up resources for a targeted champion. But this is so much of a gamble with the tier 4 class catalyst crystals, and because the tier 2 alpha is half of what it is, this is very underwhelming. Now, there are 3 greater attack boosts, and people are going to enjoy that because they need those boosts for Alliance War especially, and I don't want to downgrade that. But in general, for $50, this is a D+ grade, and I feel very comfortable giving it that low of grade. If you could choose your tier 4 class catalyst crystals, or if it's the exact same bundle for $29.99, then it would get a much higher grade. They're overvaluing these items, trying to gauge and gouge, really, the middle class player, and there are a lot of people who are desperate for these that are going to be tempted to go for it, but I'm just telling you, it is not worth the price. It is retail price at best. And I also want to point out, just to make sure that we don't miss this, it doesn't look like this is tiered toward uncollected or cavalier or whatever. So that is the grades, both average at best, but really underwhelming, especially for the $50 bundle. Save your hard-earned money for a much better offer. You'll be thankful you did. Have a great Monday, YouTube.